Remember that scene in The Office when Kevin Malone is carrying that big pot of chili and he drops it all over the carpet? That's what the Pacers did last night, time and time and time and time again. So if you haven't seen the game or you didn't see the highlights, just watch that clip of Kevin spilling the pot of chili, and that's basically the summary of the game as far as the Pacers go. They had 21 turnovers in all, but it was 4 specific turnovers. Two, I'll try to find the exact ones. It might be hard for me to find, but there were 2 towards the end of regulation and then 2 in overtime, and they just shot themselves in the foot time and time again. The Celtics were like, here, take this game, please. Here, no, really, we insist. We love losing at home. Here, we're gonna let Jaylen Brown. You're up 3. We're gonna let Jaylen Brown just get a 3-pointer off. We're not gonna foul. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe Rick Carlisle has an explanation for that. I don't know.
This loss is totally on me. With 10 seconds in regulation, we should have just taken the timeout, advanced the ball, and found a way to get it in and made a free throw or 2 and ended the game.
I thought they were going to foul. What do I know? I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't even know why I'm doing this video. I'm supposed to be a Miami Heat guy. But I feel like making some videos here, so here I am. It's kind of weird because when you're not emotionally invested into a game, I'm like, what do I do a video about? Because when I do Heat videos, I'm so emotionally invested into it, and now I'm not. But whatever, here we are. But speaking of the Heat, quick digression here. I know this is supposed to be a Celtics-Pacers recap, whatever. Sue me. Congratulations to Bam Adebayo, first team all-defense. Congratulations to the great Jaime Jaquez for making the all-rookie first team, which I predicted 6 months ago. Thank you very much. Jaime Jaquez. You ready for this prediction? Jaime Jaquez is going to make an all-rookie first or second team. But anyway, Pacers, major choke job. Celtics, I don't know. This Celtics team, I've been weirded out by them all season, and I'm still weirded out by them. They weird me out. I'll make another Office reference. Remember when Michael Scott has that great line to Toby Flenderson, who he hates, and he says, "Why are you the way that you are?"
Why are you the way that you are?
And I kind of have that reaction to the Celtics a lot. I just watch them and I'm just like, what's up with you guys sometimes? What's going on with you guys? Why are you the way that you are? And it's weird because they're such a great team. They're a great team. They have a great roster. So many good players. So many guys that could just kill you all the time. And yet I'm watching this game and I'm like, these Pacers are just right there with them and gave them the game. It's very strange. And I don't know if the Celtics are just so good that they're kind of mentally like, we're not really being challenged, and like, the Heat, they're all hurt, and the Cavs, they're all hurt, and Pacers, like, who cares about them? And they're kind of just, like, they haven't really been pushed yet to, like, really, really play to their true potential. And they just let these games get very, very disturbingly close all the time. It's very strange. I know I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but man, assuming the Celtics win this series, which, let's be honest, they probably will, man, I am just fascinated to see how they are going to fare against the Mavs or the Timberwolves, because, the Mavs and the Timberwolves, they've been through a lot. They've been through tough series now. They've been through injuries. They've had ups and downs throughout the season. People have doubted them. And the Celtics team, I keep saying this all the time throughout this regular season and the playoffs, it's been a total tiptoe through the tulips for them. And as great as they are, they really haven't faced any adversity. I mean, the worst thing that happened to them is what? Porzingis getting hurt in the playoffs? Everybody knew Porzingis was going to get hurt at some point in the playoffs. And he should be back soon anyway. But yeah, the Celtics team, very sus. Very sus. But who knows? Maybe they'll surprise everybody and play great in the finals, and I'll have egg on my face and I'll eat crow, and I will absolutely tip my hat to them and give them the respect they deserve if they do win the finals. But I don't know, man. Something's just odd about that team. I can't figure it out, and I think a lot of Celtics fans do feel the same way. And speaking of the Pacers beating themselves, just to go down a few stats. the free throw disparity, and I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's because it's rigged. Like, it's not so much that. I think it's really that the Celtics offense is just so good, and the Pacers, even though their defense has certainly improved throughout these playoffs compared to the regular season, it's still not their strong suit. So they're going to be fouling a lot. But the Celtics had 30 free throw attempts to the Pacers' 10 free throw attempts. And the Celtics beat the Pacers 24-9 just in free throws alone. So if you take that 24-9 stat and then combine it with the 21 Pacer turnovers to 14 Celtic turnovers, I mean, that's how they were even in that game the way they were, really is a testament to how good their offense is and how good their shooting is. I mean, at the end of the second quarter going into halftime, Pacers were shooting 59% from the field and 53% from three when it was tied at halftime. Just really, really impressive offense. Let me just run through this game real quick. I would love to actually make a video that's under 10 minutes. Oh, that would be phenomenal. The Celtics came out to that really hot start, 12-0 to start it off. I said, oh no, what's going on here? And then the Pacers settled in. They started off 0 for 6 and then went 6 for 7, got down to 21-14. And once again, I'm just constantly so impressed with TJ McConnell and Obi Toppin. They've been so great. And just this whole Pacers team, just the way they play. And once again, I know the Celtics are phenomenal. Everybody knows the Celtics are phenomenal. But this Pacers team, man, really impressive. Ball movement, the player movement. They never stop attacking. It's just such great team basketball. There was that one play, I'll try and find it, where it's just ball movement. They're whipping it around, and then Siakam gets it in the paint, and then he dishes it down to Miles Turner. It's like this big-to-big dish in the paint. Oh, it's just beautiful basketball. And all those guys have been so good. I mean, even last night, Siakam was great. Halliburton was great besides those horrible turnovers. Naismith, great. Miles Turner, man, he's been playing really well. 23 points and 10 rebounds. Nembhard's great. He had some big shots down the stretch. McConnell, always insanely productive in the limited time he plays. And Obi Toppin, awesome. 15 points in 22 minutes. TJ, 13 points in 25 minutes. I was really impressed with the Pacers at how they absorbed a few of these Celtics runs. Like the Celtics went up 10 in the second quarter. They went up 13 in the third quarter. And the Pacers always fought back to the point where each quarter, the scoring was very even. You can't allow the Pacers to play to their identity, because they're one of those teams that very much have an identity and very much have a style of play. But I mentioned this before, with the constant ball movement, the pushing the pace, high volume shooting, all that stuff. The Celtics got to try to more, get it into the mud against that team. Be physical, be gritty, get it into the mud. I don't know if the Celtics like doing that all that often. They're not really like a mud kind of team. I'm used to the Heat, and a lot of times with the Heat, they'll just grind out games in the mud. And the Celtics don't seem to like to do that. But I think that could be a good strategy. And then in that third quarter, Celtics went up 13, and the Pacers, boom, go run on a 9-0 run, bring it down to 4. Tyrese Halliburton had that crazy buzzer beater 3 at the end of the third quarter. They're down 1. And something I noticed, I'm watching this game, and you know who talked about it was Kenny For Real, big-time NBA YouTuber. And I'm watching this game, and I'm like, why is the Celtics stadium so quiet? When a big shot is made, they go nuts and it's loud. But then oftentimes it's quiet. Yet the announcers are saying like it's so loud in there that the players can't hear the whistle. And I noticed when Drew Holiday was being interviewed, he had to like really, really bend down to hear the reporter. Yet on the broadcast, it was quiet. And apparently it's just because like ESPN, I don't know, doesn't know what it's doing and has poor producing or poor sound mixing or something like that. But I don't know. Like I'm watching that game and I'm like, the atmosphere in the Celtics stadium just feels off and quiet and weird. But apparently that wasn't the case. I can't stand ESPN. And then to make matters worse, apparently the TNT, the NBA on TNT, apparently that's ending supposedly because of these dopey mergers. I don't know. Everything good always gets taken away from us. Why? Anyway, fourth quarter. Oh man, TJ McConnell had that amazing spin move. TJ McConnell, man. I mean, some of the stuff that kid does. That one move he had on Drew Holiday, where he just took him baseline. I mean, you're talking about like arguably the best defending guard in the league, and he just took him baseline and scored on him. Miles Turner has a 3, tied at 104. And I even have here in my notes, look, Celtics seem off. Hollow, weird vibe in the stadium. Quiet. And I'm not even going to throw Celtics fans under the bus because from what I've been hearing, it's ESPN's fault. And the Pacers played a great fourth quarter. I mean, Naismith had that really nice and one. They're up 3 points. Nembhard hits that nice step back jumper. They're up 5 points, 115-110. Minute 45 left. Then Nembhard hits another big, nice step back jumper. They're up 3, and then here we go. Here come the turnovers. Pacers have a turnover, another bad turnover, and then we all saw what happened. They're up 3, 8 seconds left. Celtics ball. Brown hits a 3. No one knows why they didn't foul. And then once it went to overtime, I was like, forget about it. The Pacers aren't experienced to close this out. And the momentum is with the Celtics. And of course, we saw what happened in overtime. They had more dumb turnovers. Jason Tatum was great in overtime. He had a big and one, big three-pointer, great game. Drew Holiday, too. I mean, Jaylen Brown was great. He had a great game. 26, 7 and 5. Tatum, 36 and 12. And Drew Holiday, dare I say, his best game of the season, certainly his best game of the playoffs. 28 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, killer defense. So that's it. Just a quick little video, quick little breakdown of that game from last night. And I'm going to try my best to do quick little videos after each of these conference finals games. We'll see. I'm not promising anything. You see the name of this channel. Man, just a heartbreaking loss for the Pacers. Man, Pacers fans must be sick right now. Pacers players must feel sick right now. I mean, I thought they had that game in the bag, especially when in the last few seconds when they were up 3 until that stupid turnover. Man, I don't know. Whew. I don't know what that was all about, but They choked. Should have been their game. Mavs and Timberwolves series, I have no idea what that's going to be like. I really don't know. Everybody seems to be favoring the Timberwolves. I really don't know. I don't sleep on the Mavs, man. The Mavs have been really good. And one prediction I have, I think you're going to see a big series from Kyrie. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I think you're going to see a big breakout. Kyrie's due for some crazy Kyrie stuff. So, all right, that's it. Goodbye.